How you going, guys? Today we're going to make Korean Beef Bulgogi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but have to give it a go. These are the ingredients that we're going to need here. We've got some Scotch fillet. We're going to probably use about 3 of them. I like this cut because the fat runs through, but you could use some other cuts if you want. These are the stuff we're going to need for our marinade, which we're going to blend up. We've got 6 cloves of garlic. We've got some spring onion. We're going to use 1/4 of this onion. We've got a nashi pear, which is also called an Asian pear, a Korean pear, a Chinese pear. It's a lot more watery. We're going to take the skin off that. Over here we've just got some brown sugar, some pepper, soy sauce, and this is sesame oil, not tomato sauce. So let's get to it. You don't have to do this step, but I suggest it. It'll help the marinade be softer. And this is actually used, the nashi pear, is to soften up the steak, so you don't want to overuse this or else it can cause some troubles. And if you don't have access to a nashi pear, then you can use kiwi fruit, but be scarce with that because it's very strong. So we're going to go in with our garlic. Spring onion, we'll just chop it into thirds. Straight in. Our nashi pear, I ate the other half, so we don't want to go in with too much. This is a really large half onion, so we're only going to use 1/4 of it. We'll reserve the other 1/4 for later. Bang, bang. A tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of sesame oil, black pepper, some soy sauce. Because we're using soy sauce, we don't need to add salt. Now it's time to blend that all together. That will be our marinade for our Scotch fillet steak. Try and slice it as thin as you can. You want thin strips. If you find this difficult and your knife is not sharp enough, I recommend freezing the beef, which makes it easier to get those thin strips. We've got 3 steaks in here, so it's about 800 grams worth. Into that steak, we're going to go with that marinade that we blended up. Go in with that onion, just sort of open it all up. Mix it all up. Rice brown oil on the pan, which we're going to just cook this with the marinade. So we're about 3-4 minutes into our cook time. As you can see, it's cooking through a bit. You don't want to cook this like a steak. You want to overcook it a bit, you want to brown it, and you want to develop some nice colour. This is when you know it's done. All the sauce is cooked away, and you're just left with steak that's marinated in a beautiful sauce. There we go, Korean Beef Bulgogi. I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but we'll see what happens. We'll give it a taste test. I'll show you what I'm going to eat it with. Beef Bulgogi, what we're going to be eating it with is, we're going to have these pieces of lettuce, which we're going to put in some kimchi. I've got a video of that, which should be the one before this. Some oyster mushrooms, which we just grilled, salt and pepper, a little bit of seaweed, pickled onions in here, so we'll get rid of that excess water in a second. Sprouts over here, which are just fried on the pan for a minute, and in sesame oil. Over here we've got just some fresh cucumbers and some chili oil. So you can mix and match all that into these lettuce cups, but for now I'll just do a simple one for the taste test, which will be some beef and some kimchi and 2 pieces of oyster mushroom. Then we just give that a wrap. That's really good. All the flavours that are just bursting in your mouth. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.